So understanding our own energy is really important before we start to work psychically or with spirit, because we need to be aware of our own energy to appreciate other people's energies. So what do I mean by that? So if we're not aware of how we feel or how we sense the world, how we navigate the world with our senses, then how are we going to understand the energy of spirit when it comes in? How are we going to feel the energy of a client you might be working with psychically, for example? How are you going to understand that energy if you don't understand your own energy? Because you won't be able to decipher between the two. You will be sensing something that could be your own and interpreting that as a client's, because you're not clear on your own energy default, your own sense of being, the way you see the world, the way you sense the world, the way you tune into the world. So for me, we sense the world and we tune in particular ways. So I am clairsentient. I feel very deeply. I express emotions very deeply. When I connect with spirit, I quite often connect from that energy of emotion, feeling, sensing things in my body that relate to how I interpret that message. And the same will happen psychically when I work with clients. So it's about understanding your own energy to start off with. That's the basis, the grounding before you can start to work. Because if we don't understand that, we haven't got that platform to move forward. We haven't got that basic understanding, that basic notion of how energy works, what energy is. Because in essence, that's what we are, energy in human form. Spirit is energy that we communicate with, that's just not in physical form. Psychically, we're tuning in our antennae, our radio stations to other people to connect with their energy. But we need to understand how we tune in, what we're receiving when we're tuning in. Otherwise, we cannot make sense of the information and the messages that come through. So that's the first step to understanding how we are as energetic beings and how we can start to work psychically and with spirit. So I would suggest that you spend time understanding your own energy, whether that's sitting in meditation, whether that's observing and making notes, whether that's writing down and expressing yourself that way and seeing what comes through, starting to really feel into how you experience the world. Are you somebody who feels? Are you somebody that possibly hears things? Are you somebody that possibly just knows things in your gut? Where do you feel that? Where do you sense that in your body? Start to really play around with this and tune into it, to feel into how you are as an energetic being. What works for you, how you can then start to make sense of the world, to start to empower yourself before you start working with other people. So that's my first share that I just wanted to bring to the table if you're starting to work psychically or with spirit.